Hi, this is Siley, and we are discussing top test prep's strategies for the verbal reasoning section of the ISEE. In this section, there are two components, synonyms and sentence completions. In the synonyms section, your goal is to find the synonym for the word that the test gives you, or the word with a similar meaning. So the strategy here is to maximize your vocabulary, and there are a couple ways to do this. So one is a very traditional method with flashcards. When you see a word you don't know, write it down on a note card and define it. Look it over every night, and eventually these words will embed themselves into your vocabulary. There's another method called word chunking, and this is a little more non-traditional, and it's really great when you have more of a condensed timeline. It's more of an association of similar words with a common definition. That way on the test, you'll know enough to make a good inference on the words you're seeing. Let me give you an example. So the words summary, abbreviation, and terse all have to do with the word short. So this is the gist of this particular word chunk. As you can see, short plays into the definitions of all three words. For example, summary is a shortened version of, say, a story. An abbreviation is a shortened version of a word. And terse, its meaning is actually short or abrupt, like a terse speech, whatever it may be. So here, you learn the gist, and then you can associate it with these words. And this is kind of an interesting strategy, and you just have to play around with it and see if it's best for you. I'd recommend perhaps trying both and seeing which way the words really stick in the verbal reasoning section is sentence completions. Here, your goal is to fill in the correct word or pair of words that fit the sentence. So there are numerous strategies that you can learn with top test prep tutoring, but I'll tell you one of my favorites. It's actually a combination between negative positive and filling in the blank. So first step is to read aloud the sentence in your mind and try to understand what it's trying to say, figure out its meaning. Where there's the blank spot, try to discern whether the word is positive or negative. For example, if the sentence is, Tony was blank to see that his favorite show was canceled. Well, do you think Tony would be happy or sad? A negative word, right? You'd be upset if your favorite show was canceled. So here, you want to go negative. And the second step is to fill in your own answer. As you might recall, I said sad. So clearly a negative connotation to that word and, maybe feeling regret or, sorrow. So the next step is to finally look at those answer choices and see which choice matches your word best. You can eliminate all the words that are positive or even neutral and only focus on those negative words. You might even find sad in there or a better version of sad, maybe doleful. Add that to your vocabulary. So a lot of students find that the verbal reasoning section is one of the hardest components of this test just because of the vocabulary issue. It is hard to learn vocabulary, but you have two wonderful strategies to try. Whichever one you choose, just stick to it and build up a strong vocabulary for test day, and you should be good to go.